have all of my pens laid out here, and this is what it looks like. So it has a clear cap, and then it has a little color indicator on top and on bottom, so no matter which way you place them, you can directly tell what color it is, which I find really nice. But when I was, using these, or not using, but, seeing these pens, they feel like semi-matte, feels a little slippery, but I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy with it, so it should be fine. I mean, it's not going to fly out of my hand or anything. I did find some watercolor brushes on Amazon, which I think might be a better bang for your buck because they are actually refillable. This one is not refillable at all, but I wanted to stay true to when I saw these markers, and yeah. So they look like, I think these markers would be really great for brush lettering or calligraphy if you're into that. It has a really nice bristle and a nice point. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick swatch for you guys just to see what these colors look like and to see if they're as vibrant as they are. So yeah. I'll use my little watercolor pad right here to swatch all these colors. Oh, and they also gave this brush pen, or also called the aqua brush, I think. It's like this, where you can blend and you can put water in, I think.
Hello? Okay, apparently not.
Okay, apparently I cannot figure out how this works, but it seems like it has a little cavity inside so you can put water in, which kind of makes me a little nervous because these pens, because I'm scared that these pens won't come out. They'll come out as like a regular pen, but it's only watercolor because you activate it with water, which kind of makes sense, but kind of is a hassle, So, but I guess these would be precise to use for illustration because you have more control of it than a paintbrush, I assume. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna actually do the swatches right now for you guys, and with the water thing, I'm going to figure out how to do it. I might just use a paintbrush with water to do it. So I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is this pink peachy skin tone color, and then I'm going to make my way all the way down to my darkest color. Okay, these feel really nice. The bristles are really soft, and it actually kind of looks like watercolor. And this is actually more pink than peachy, but this is nice. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. This is the pink one. It's pretty. All right, I'm gonna just continue on and time lapse it for you guys. Hey everyone, so halfway through showing you guys the blendability, I realized that I was still on time-lapse mode. So I apologize for that, but right now we're doing a sphere and we're gonna see how that blends with water. This little leaf is what I did with two markers, one lighter and one darker. As you can see, it didn't blend together. It just kind of created like a darker shade, which is what I expected. But for this one, we're gonna try to use water and to see how it blends. So I'm gonna use a darker shade now for my sphere. And I'm not gonna color the whole thing because we're gonna use water to blend it. So we'll see how that works. Okay, let's see how this, okay. Okay, I see. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. This is, okay. All right, so this is what our little sphere looks like blended with water, and it really does look like a watercolor. Blended really well, really fast, and yeah. But this is cool. It's like, it's a pen. You can use water to activate it, and there it is. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna actually do another one. I want to see again. I want to know how these blend more again because it blends really fast. I feel like it was a little difficult to control because it is so pigmented, and I don't think I've ever used something that was really pigmented. And also for watercolors, I sometimes put water down first and then put the pigment. So this time I'm gonna actually try to put down water first, and then on top of that, maybe like put down the pen and see how that reacts to it. Okay, water first. Oh, that water is dirty.
Why is it dirty? This brush. Clean your brushes down, which I do, as you can see. Okay.
Try again. Okay. Use this red, orange pen now. Okay, can you see that? So it's spreading like it would as, and this is how you can probably put like a really nice layer on it, except my brush pen now looks, brush pen looks like this. Can you see that? Okay, the point is like kind of beginning to fade. Oh no! I guess I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah, probably not. Okay, because this isn't refillable. No. Oh no. It's okay. We sacrificed this guy for creativity. All right, so if you're gonna use these pens, I would say to not put down water first and to put down your pigment first. It would be a little bit hard to control though, because this is so pigmented. It's very, very pigmented, but it would come out to be a really beautiful illustration because it is so pigmented, but it would be pretty difficult to control. But when we do our illustration, we're going to draw it on a larger sheet of surface area, so it might be a bit easier to control that way since this is so tiny. Yeah, so now we're going to, so we did the pigment on pigment test, and then we did the blendability test 2 ways, one with pigment and then water, and then one with water and then pigment on top. And the best one, I think the winner is definitely the pigment first and water on top. Again, difficult to control, but very pigmented. So we'll see how our illustration turns out. So now I'm going to flip to a new page and do a little illustration for you guys. And then if it turned out mediocre, I might use a larger sheet of paper, or not, or I can just stick to this size, because this size is pretty good too, I would say. Yeah, let's just get into the sketch right now. Right, I have finished my sketch. I did it off camera because I feel more relaxed that way. I just have a simple sketch of some really cute mushrooms, and yeah, and now let's put these markers to the test. So I have my base finished. I'm not finished with the illustration itself, but for the base, just like blocking out general colors that I want, I have this. And I would say that it left a little streaks. I feel like you couldn't cover a lot of surface area, and it left a lot of streaks, which I don't technically mind because it added texture, which is what I liked for like the background. But it was, if I'm drawing like a character, I definitely do not want streaks, or something smooth, you definitely do not want streaks. But since I'm doing a naturescape, it's okay to have a little bit of streak because it adds like a really nice element of texture. Also the colors. So for the log, I wanted a brown, and it looks pink or red here. So this is the brown that I used. This guy right here. But when I add water to it, it turned out to be this brownish red, which was not what I wanted. I wanted like cool brown. So pro tip is to not only do like a color swatch like this, but also do like a blending color. Also do a color swatch with water added to them to see how it reacts, which is something I didn't do. So that's why I came out with these weird, funky colors. And for my mushroom, it actually is like an orangey color instead of, so I'm not going for like brown kind of mushroom. I have, like in my reference, I have an orangey mushroom, so this is nice. But the log, man. So I'm gonna try to fix this. I'm gonna keep on working on this and fix it. And I did say at the end I wanted to use like my larger A4 pad, but I just realized that with these markers it's a little bit tough to try to cover a lot of area. So I might just stick to my smaller pad. This might be really great for like your sketchbook. This is really great for a sketchbook, because definitely these pens are so small. There's no way you can do like this. I mean, I guess you can. It will just take a while because they don't cover a lot of surface area like at all. And sometimes adding water to them, like I said, makes them funky. Like this right here, can you see that? Like it looks okay far back, but up front, you can see how splotchy it is. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna keep working on this and I'll check back with you guys. Welcome back, everyone. I tried to fix it. I really put my heart and soul and my hopes to fix it. And I think I just made it worse. These pens aren't as straightforward as you think they are. And even though I'm working on an actual watercolor pad, when you add water on top of these colors, sometimes they get moved around a lot, or they get picked up by the brush and it leaves splotches, which is not cool. And it's really hard to layer them because they're so pigmented, and also because they actually leave a splotch. Like for this one, I was really impressed. But when I actually came to do my illustration, it was, yikes, it was kind of like, you know, like, but I think what you have to do is you have to paint, or you have to like add pigment in the direction that you want it to go, and because if not, it will leave like a streak. And also, since they are so pigmented, you might only need a little bit. Yeah, it's really streaky, it's really splotchy. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna look pretty, but I did the best that I could. And yeah, so here is the final illustration. Ta-da! Yeah, this is my mushroom illustration. As you can see, very splotchy down here. I was like trying to make some moss. It just did not turn out right. Even though I put just a little bit of brown, it was like overload, like really overload. I try to layer underneath here to kind of convey that it's darker down there, it's in shadow, and I use that with my purple, my blues, my purple and my blues for the shadows, because I want it to be cooler, but it just did not look right. Some parts were too vibrant, even though I only put a little bit. Here you can see here, just like streaks, and it took, like I used a lot of water for that, but there's streaks here. So yeah, I'm satisfied with this though. This little corner, this little log that's way out of view. I'm happy with this though. The background, yeah, very streaky. There's like little twigs here that I tried to depict, but it didn't turn out really right. You can definitely tell it's a mushroom though, but yeah. So this is my final illustration. As you can see. Yeah, so that's it for me today. Overall, my thoughts about this is really a cool concept, and it has a lot of pigmented selections, but it's really tricky when you add color and when you actually use it because of how splotchy and streaky it is, and it's difficult to layer. So I'm thinking that this might just be useful for like something very simple, bullet journaling, just sketching out an idea in your sketchbook, but not like a full-on complex illustration. Maybe like an illustration that only requires like a, you know, like the illustration that's very like really has hard like edges. Yeah, I think maybe that illustration might be great for this. Good for lettering, but then I don't know why you would need this watercolor one, because when you add water to it, it just things happen, and yeah, so but anyways, I had fun doing this, and yeah, let me know if you guys also had fun, and yeah, so till then, keep working on your craft. Virtual hugs and kisses. Bye.